say to one of your relations here who is daily transferring merit to you, because all his life in his world he has devoted, that means for all those who are here, for the welfare of all the beings, and hardly meet any person from Mahāthera who has not been in this world of the Sankara where we are, not been our father, mother, brother, sister, son or daughter, all our relations, all are concerned about highest happiness, and yet what do we experience here? One is growing up with support, it's good out of one's children, one is old and going to death, and where is one of the born? Certainly, one is doing kusala karma, but again it comes to an end, and again it's the same, and again it's the same, and never anything definite. One can say that is now the end and goes to a state of happiness out of all suffering for all times, and that is only, these are the words of an old enlightened one, the Sambuddha, who said, I have experienced the highest bliss, end of all suffering, and realizing the entry into the sphere from where they will never fall back once they've entered it, out of all suffering and out of all suffering, and going step by step from happiness to happiness, always higher and higher up to the highest bliss, Nibbana. Just that everybody is looking forward to the highest of it, and that has been proclaimed by Sambuddha. And not now to sit down and to work hard and to spend all the time in making money and making a lot of offerings. No, not at all. Not making any kinds of particular offerings connected with undue expecting your expectations, just going from happiness to happiness, out of all suffering, for all times. This Nibbana, and I'm quite sure you have already learned about the Dhamma. You have understood the highest thought, and your experience already for many lives always the same, arising and a passing away, but nothing definite. But now in this life, the place where all your relations have built it up, came already 60 years ago, and I came here, and at that time there was nothing, and it was not at all a desirable place to stay. But from that time onwards, Venerable was just going about, and all those who came here did the same, only with one intention and with one purpose, not to get anything, no, to give. Don't even think of it. And that is experienced by all of them, even to the lowest creatures. Well, and even dogs or whatever it is, once they see a certain person, and the lowest creatures even, this particular pity comes up, and they get this kind of awareness it is worthwhile to live in a way, and one will respect it. Certainly, they are not human beings. That can only be human beings, but they have certain impulses, and we come also from this lowest world, and it's due to the fact that we too came from the lowest forms, now to the highest we can come, to this existence in a human body. From there onwards we can pass or go on, enter a certain sphere where the Sambuddha, the highest of all human beings, had proclaimed it about 500 years ago. I have experienced what the Sambuddha said, this particular state of the present state of existence. This Karma-loka where we are in, and I show the way. The Mahāthera said, out of all this suffering here, what is in spite of all effort, in spite of all following this particular practice, what we can do, highest punya karma, but never come to something definite. But now that the Sambuddha stated, I have experienced and I give the assurance all those who enter this particular sphere, what I have proclaimed, that will lead all souls, even from that time onwards, out of all suffering, step by step, to the highest bliss, nibbana, and never falling back, but going from that to the highest bliss. That means never falling back and coming to the highest thing, where all reasoning stops. One cannot express in words. It is a perception where one can only say, it is here. I rely on the words of the Sambuddha. Experience in this life already is a bliss. That is all what you are doing. And no fear, no doubt is a teaching of the highest and all enlightened one. Out of all suffering, what still continues, but it goes more and more from happiness to happiness, and ultimately to the highest we can come to. This awareness, it is a way out of it, just to repeat it again and again, entering the sphere for all times, highest bliss, nibbana. Now may this particular understanding, it is why you came, and all that what you see here, these buildings and all that, it has been created by engineers. Even this place where I am living, it was all, it never existed. And what was there, well, it was a bit better not to talk about it. But when you see sometimes even outside and so on, one goes into areas where the Dhamma is not known, it's not followed, what kind of disaster things there are. And now from that time onwards, I have just to tell it, but I would not tell it if I had not experienced it, that is this awareness, it is the highest, and it is this highest respect and so on, towards the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, that all your relations to, here your sons or whatever it is, that say to devote your life for this, and you are aware that you have done your best, and that he in return is doing his best, and that he will share the merit that comes from day to day, morning and evening, may all beings, including all my relations, parents, grandparents, father, mother, brother, sister, son or daughter, down to the lowest creatures even, may they come out of all suffering to the highest end of all suffering for all times, bliss, nibbana. So as this particular fortune, it's not a fortune, it is a karma behind it. Here is no fortune or what. We go on according to our actions, and this highest what I can do to follow this advice. I know what it means from a country here, Middle Europe and so on, where one cannot even tell of it. One is considered not to be quite normal. One talks about a way that one can come out of anything. But anyhow, one has compassion with them, and I'm quite sure this awareness has come up rarely, but sometimes even Germans are coming now, have even formed a certain society there, and ask questions and follow it partly, do their best, and I must admit sometimes it's a disappointment, but that is not a disappointment forever. They begin to realize, I have not been understood enough, not done enough. What can I do now that I come to this awareness? That is the highest one can come to, and all of you have come to it, that you are aware, and what you tell your children, and what you show by your example, that it's for their welfare too. And this is indeed the highest, just to refuse it, because these are the words of the Almighty One. I have experienced the highest bliss, the Sambuddha told, the highest to come out of all suffering, whatever it is, from the lowest form to the highest, is the path, pleases at the Gnanaloka. Even that is here, the Sankara, there is a sphere beyond it. This end of all suffering, for all times, and going from happiness to happiness, and from never fall back, but entering the sphere already from that moment, once they stay here, come regularly, devoting every time, has the opportunity to show respect to those who live this life, and they do it with great respect. And it is indeed, one can only say, may indeed, you will not be disappointed. It applies to you too. It will lead to the highest end of all suffering, highest bliss, may pass for all times. So clear, so happy, so caring, so oh, may all your devotion be overflowed here. What has caused knowing before, all what your relations have done here, let's see it, has contributed to it peaceful, in Kareman, in Namayatama, in Mayo, Mitkamon, Tama, Yokoda, Seva, Sudakarika, Deva, Seva, so all blessings, all of this, so clear, so meaning, that's the what I do find. And all those who follow this my practice, they too will enter, have entered already in your case now, and never fall back, but going from happiness to happiness, all time, to the highest place, end of all suffering, bliss, become so